Hello, Ramon.
Hi everybody. Is
Hi.
the, is the sound okay? Some guys
Yeah,
told him that sound is not okay.
I think
What
I think
happened?
yeah, I think we had a problem with the sound, but I'll check here if we can play it again later.
Yes. Are you
Are
hearing
they?
me? Are, are, are you hearing me well, Aloysio? The sound is okay. Is the sound okay?
Yeah, I can hear well. Let's check if everybody is listening, is hearing well too. Let me just check here. Hello. Yeah, I can hear well. Let's check if everybody is listening. Yeah, sounds okay now.
Okay. So, guys, thank you for coming here. This is my great friend Aloysio Quintão. That
Thank you,
have
Ramon,
a
for having
have
me
a
here.
and he has a YouTube channel called Educam that produces a lot of live shows and interviews and very interesting things. Thank you, Aloysio, for helping me on
Thank you. My pleasure.
this mission. Thank you. So, um I think we can start to talk about a little bit, talk about push and pull a little bit. Um, and I would like to show you some concepts that I've been using for 20 years. I started to use this technique in the year of 2000, and I start I start this thinking in how to play 16 notes, to play samba and other Brazilian rhythms. And this technique came to me from, I started to think about this technique thinking on open close, this this classic movement. But I try to play this movement with a short action, to play 16 notes, because Brazilian rhythms are, we use a lot this rhythm figure, and the rhythms, the subdivisions, the rhythmic subdivisions of of Brazilian rhythm are most on based on 16s. So when we play, for example, when we play Baião, I will play a little bit, a little simple bit of samba, Baião, and some other, just to show you how we use, or how much we use this 16 notes on Brazilian rhythms. So we used to to play very much, a lot, 16 notes on our rhythm. So I thought to start to apply this concept that I learned with my master, dear master Lilian Carmona, a Brazilian teacher that studies, I think in the 60s, she studies on Berkeley, in the US. And when I was 15 years old, I started to study with Lilian, and she teach me about this. So I sought to apply this movement, but with a short action in Brazilian rhythms, thinking. So I realized that if I could keep the fingers in contact, all the 16 notes, I could get more control. So in my way of use this technique, I'm aware that I didn't create this movement, this technique called push and pull. I think I'm just contribute with some specific points and could improve some applications on Brazilian rhythms and some technical aspects. So I realized that if I could keep the fingers in contact, I could play 16th notes and could apply accents with time. And thinking on Brazilian rhythms, we don't play regular 16 notes playing samba or baião or other rhythms. We always put some accents. That is a idiomatic aspect of our rhythms. When I play samba, for example, this 16s came from pandeiro, from ganzá, from other instruments, percussion instruments that has Afro-Brazilian origins. And for example, chocalho or ganzá, as we call, pandeiro. There's a lot of reco-reco. There's a lot of instruments that plays 16 notes, accented rhythms with 16 notes. For example, when I play samba, and if I didn't use this accent, I couldn't play the more traditional samba 16s or samba rhythm. So I start to use. So this is my approach. This is basically the origin of my approach to thinking about push and pull stuff. So I realized that keeping 16 I could get more control, and I started to play accents, né? Moving the accents into the 16s. The fulcrum is more on these 3 fingers, index, thumb, and medium. But I think it's very important to keep the ring and the little one fingers in contact to get more control and feel comfortable to play this, to move these accents on 16. So, Aloysio, could you put the first example on the video? Aloysio is the master. Yes, this push and pull example. Could you put this? Yes. So I've been explaining these movements with these arrows. The arrows up is push. When I push the, and when I push, I use a little bit. And on the first and third 16th, I used to use a little bit of my wrist to get the right movement and the right sound of the accents. And thinking on 16, the first and the third are arrows up, arrow up. And the second and the fourth are arrow down, because I pull the drumstick in direction to the pad. 1 and 2 and 1 E and da 2 E, da 1 E and da. When I pull the stick, it is very often to drumstick touch my palm here. Not always, but if I have to put more pressure in the accent, the edge of the drumstick touches my palm, this area. So, and the tap note we could see a little bit later, or maybe in another lesson. But is when I, for example, when I use some other movements, as push tap pull, some other movements that I'm using. But the most important movements is push and pull, because instead of playing all the notes using your fingers, you could play this using this pendulum. I think, I don't know deeply the freehand technique, but freehand is this point of balance. This pendulum is when you touch the cross stick, but thinking on push and pull, this pendulum is here on the fulcrum, and the basic stuff is start to be able to play regular 16s, even with your left, just left. First of all, you could try each hand separately, and after playing in unison. So, for example, 4/4, play one bar, 1/4/4 bar, with playing 4 16 notes each time, and after the second bar with your left hand, and the third bar play the unison. Or, for example, 3 and 2 and 1 and 2 and the 3 and the 4, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. After you reach this point of don't playing dotted notes or playing more thinking on 60-plus, play very straight 16 notes. After you reach this point, start to apply 6 accents. For example, Aloysio, please put the second example. So this is the first way. Let's take a look of this just on the 16th.
Ramon, there's one question for you
Okay.
here.
André, André,
Uh,
would you
André.
like to know how many classroom lessons I need to learn push and pull movement? André, it depends on too much on you, because each person has a different time to absorb and incorporate and apply these rhythms. But I think I've been playing this for 20 years, and in the beginning, for some years, I just played these rhythms on practice pad. After this, I started, when I moved it to hi-hat or right cymbal or other parts of drums, every part has a different rebound. So you have to be very comfortable first on the pad, and after, when you go to the hi-hat, each surface has a different balance and rebound, and so you have to be able to calibrate this as fast you can, thinking on a live situation. But I think you will take some. I'm thinking on you will be able to apply this on drums but to catch the movement, the correct movement. I think 2 or 4 classes you will have the background to develop it on drums. But of course, to apply apply in a good sense and apply with musicality, you will take some years, 2 or 3 years. But I know it just for me, because when I started, I didn't know Jojo Mai and other guys that use this. So I start from zero and try to adapt on my own, in my way to this technique. So I think to learn the basic movements, you will expand more or less 2 or 3 lessons to understand the movement. But one thing is understand the movement, and other one is start to apply it on live or in drums. We have basically three steps. The first step is on drum practice pad. Start playing in every time, in every situation, traveling, driving in your home. The second step is start to apply it on grooves or phrasing, but on drum set. And the third step is be able to apply it in a live situations, responding to the situations and the situations with a lot of other musicians that suggest you some movement. You respond and you answer with a different rhythm. So these basic steps: practice pad, drum set in your studio, and the third step is with live situations. But 2 or 3 lessons, you could get the correct movement. Okay, André, thank you for asking me. So this is I've been told you about the movements, the 16s. So first step is to play very straight 16s, right hand, and after left hand, and both hands together. And after this, start to apply the accents. Okay, this is the basic stuffs. Any more questions, Aloysio? Some guys are enjoying the lesson. Aloysio, are you?
Hi, Ramon. Yeah, sorry. No,
Okay.
I was testing the sound here. Uh,
Okay.
I have one question for you. It's from me.
Okay.
Do you think that a specific type of drumstick is nicer for this kind of technique? For example, with the top lighter or round,
Hmm.
it's better for your technique or no?
I think not. You have to be able to play with whatever drumstick that you use. But I used to play with this Promark Classic SD2.
Mhm.
That is very close to the Bolero from Vic Firth, I think, and the tip is very little and round. But I choose this model thinking more about dual grip. That's another technique we could talk later or next lesson. But I love this grip because he's a little bit fat. It's not too slim. It's a little bit more large. The shape of the drumstick, and it fits very well in this grip using. But I don't think it depends more on what sound do you want to produce. I don't play too much loud or rock and roll or heavy metal. So I'm playing more pop stuffs and Brazilian rhythms, and I prefer to use this because this little tip sounds very nice to me. It's a little bit muffled because it sounds very clear and very comfortable too on the grip. I'm thinking on grip too, but I think any drumstick that you choose could produce the same movement. You could produce the same movement in whatever drumstick that you are using.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so when I used to teach about the things, so you of course you have to think on triplets too. Moving the accents into the 18 notes triplet. And the next point, I think, if you are understanding well the movement, is being able to mix different rhythm figures. Aloysio, yes, thank you. You are reading my mind. This as people say, that rhythm scale, that is moving from a quarter note to one note on its time to 8 notes. So I think it's in the same way. First, before doing this, you have to be able to play it with 2 sticks. Of course, you have to internalize the subdivisions first. But it's very important to do with push and pull using this technique. All the things, or most of the things that you use with 2 sticks. That's my challenging every day. I'm always trying to adapt all the things, or most of the things that I'm practice with 2 sticks. I'm trying to apply with 1 stick, but it's very important to try different rhythm figures. Of course, start with 16s, triplet and 16s. Go to quintuplets, sextuplets, seventuplets, and 32nd notes. And go up and go and speed it up and speeding down. But it's very important to be comfortable, because, for example, when you apply this, I will play different rhythm figures with my right hand and my left hand. I will just cut off the microphone for a second. So I try to mix different rhythm figures, and another thing is be able to, when you use 16 notes here, you could keep all the limbs playing a regular groove or play on drums. That's it's coordination. That is a coordination. That's another very important basis thinking on drums. But first of all is to get the correct movement on 16 triplets or sextuplets, trying to mix these rhythm figures with both hands, and after put some accents to could do some variations, and after that is more thinking on the second step that's going to the drum set. First, try all these variations and exercise on practice pad, and after go to drum set and try to mix with other limbs, and that's another workout that is coordinate your limbs. Even if you are playing finger technique, you have to get this coordination. So coordination is very important in any sense and thinking on drums.
Ramon, it's very nice to see you playing without the music in the background, because we can feel the sensitivity, you know, of the touch and all
Appears,
this.
Aloysio, appears, show your face for us. Yes.
Good. So it's very nice to see you playing without any background, because we can see the accents and all the sensibility and sensitivity. Uh, there are some questions here, you know.
Okay.
Andrea Lira is saying that he's your fan,
Thank you, Andrea.
and Christopher.
Christopher
Do
Rodriguez.
you know where he's from now?
Yes, he's from US, I think, and
Okay,
he just joined the drum brainstorms online drum course that I'm releasing
great.
these days.
He said, I have used 5B sticks for most of my playing, but I find that the lighter weight, if the
Uh-huh.
Maple SD2, lends
Yeah.
itself better to these techniques.
Uh-huh.
But that's going to depend on the size of a person's hand.
Yes, for sure, Christopher. Every human being has a different uh, shape of hands and different abilities and different uh, facilities or some difficulties on drums. But I prefer. I'm always play. I always played with 5A. And I just choose this SD2 Classic due to the shape. That is a little bit fat and fits very well with this grip. That's another subject. But I used to play with a 6A and with 5A and with 5B. Of course, I can do these movements, but I think it's a little bit heavy for my way of playing. So I don't play too much loud, but it depends on each person. If you feel comfortable using 5B, you could try this, and you will won't suffer too much, I think, because you are already used this for a while.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
And he's always saying that. Also, I would stay away from any sticks that are too front heavy for these techniques.
Uh,
Yeah.
from
If the tip is too heavy.
yes. That's it's a balance. This drumsticks has a good balance. I prefer to the heavy. The weight of the drumstick is more to the bass. This part of the drumsticks. I don't like too much weight on on the tip, front tip. But it's very very nice.
There's another question from Italy, maybe Pinocchio.
Ah, hi Pinocchio.
Hi Ramon, do you have to adapt the angle of the stick when playing push and pull on different surfaces?
Hi Pinocchio, thank you for asking. I, I I don't think that I'm moving the angle, thinking on the rebound on depending on the surface. It's more about how the drumstick rebounds from the. It depends on the surface, but it's just it's you have to calibrate to be able to put a little bit more effort. So I don't think I changed the angle to play depending on the surface. It's more about calibrate that you adapted the response of the drumstick. It's not about angle, more about how it rebounds on its surface. I don't know if I could express myself correctly, but it's not about angle. It's more about how you could calibrate the movement. Understood, Aloysio.
Yes, yes. And there's another question here from Bo
Bo
Hackanson.
Hansen
Yeah.
is a great friend for Norway.
He says, "Hello, Ramon. Thank you for a wonderful lesson. How important is the balance point of the stick of fulcrum for speed in push and pull?"
Yes, it's a very important question, Bo, because I don't I think in the fulcrum I apply the fulcrum on the third part of drumstick. I think that if you use more to the head, you will have less response on this, and I think it's the most important. It's very important for me. Of course, everyone has a different hand shape, and it depends very much on each one. How each person adapt and what drumsticks are you using, if it's too much heavy or more lighter. But I think it's the fulcrum. I apply the fulcrum in this part of the drumstick, and but speed up the time and being able to play a lot of notes as faster as you can. It depends more on how much your practice. And I started to play this, and I was speeding it up a little bit on the metronome, 2 or 3 points every time, or I practice for some time here, and if I felt if I felt comfortable, I speed it up a little bit, and it's very important to know how much notes you play in the time. So that's the importance of rhythm scale. Being able, being aware how much notes are playing. Not I'm playing 8 notes and speeding up the time, but trying to always be aware where you are and the time, not losing the tempo, but thinking on fulcrum. I keep the fulcrum on this part of the drumstick, and I think keeping the fingers in contact help me a lot to get more control and could speed it up the time. Okay, Bo. Sorry if I can't express myself very much, but I think that's it. Did you understand, Aloysio?
Yes, yes, great. Felipe Bispo is saying hello too.
Wash hands.
Yeah,
Wash,
and
thank you.
then Wilney,
Thank you, Hyundai. Thank you for coming.
yeah, and Taylor Hamill.
Hi, Taylor. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming
Yeah,
again.
and Pinocchio is saying thank you again.
Thank you, Pinocchio. If you, I hope you are understood my explanation. If both of you have some questions or some doubts, you could get in touch on my email that is here, and
Yeah,
or social medias, and I'm very available for this. Okay.
Bo is saying practice and awareness.
Thank you.
Huge
Yes.
thanks.
Thank you, Bo. Bo is a monster percussion player and playing. I think he's on. He's from. I forgot the name of his city, but he's from Norway, and he plays in some orchestras there, classical percussion, and he always inspires me to write my one book about this, and he in the very soon I will do this project, a book about these techniques. And he's is a very nice guy, very nice friend. Thank you, Bo.
Great.
Thank you, Wilney. So another, is there more? Is there more? Are there more questions? Is more questions there, or Aloysio? We can
No,
go on.
not yet, not yet.
Okay. The idea is after you could use this and move from 1 note to 8 notes in each time. Another very good exercise is thinking on 16ths. For example, when you study that few in studies, for example, I can play one rhythm, pa pa pa, pa pa pa. I can think on this exercise, keeping all the 16 notes, pa pa pa, pa pa pa, and just playing the accents on where the note fits. So I used to teach this exercise for my students to read some rhythms, but always thinking on all the subdivisions, on quaternary subdivisions. But you could the next point after you understood after you understand the correct movement and are playing some accents and moving into the different rhythm figures. The next step is, I think, of course, if you already did this with 2 hands, that is start to read some rhythms and try to play these accents, but reading. So doing this exercise, you will practice your reading, of course, reading the rhythm from top to bottom, non-stopping, and you will put yourself in a different situations, and will have to play accents in non-expected notes. For example, Luiso, play put that reading number 3 from my book, please. Are you here, Aloysio?
Sure, just a second.
Okay. I thought.
Here you go.
Oh yes. So, if you think about this reading, of course you could read this as it is. For example, 3, 4, and pa 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 pa. But you could read this playing all the 16 notes. Pa, 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 pa. I just play the first line. But you could do this with, you could practice this using the push and pull movement and trying to apply all the accents, but keeping this. For example, I will play a little bit slowly. 3 and 4 and 1 E and the E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the 1 E and the 4 E and the 3. I think if you practice this type of exercise, you are be practicing 16 notes with accent and practicing reading, sight reading. So it's very interesting to practice. And when you apply on drum sets, for example, you could take advantage from it. For example. So this exercise will produce in you the capacity of play accents, but keeping the pressure of 16 notes. Okay? Did you understand how you could apply this exercise? Is it okay? Everybody is everybody loving this lesson, or thinking on kill me sometime in the future?
They're enjoying. Look, Bo said that is a very small monster compared to your master.
No. Bo is a great percussion player and a great person. Very good human being. So thank you, Bo. So this is, I think I will apply these concepts a little bit on one play along here for you. Okay, Aloysio?
Yes,
Are
let's
you
just,
play?
because
Okay, yes.
we had problems before the sound. Let's just check when you do the play along. Just check for a few seconds if the sound is
Okay.
good.
Okay. I will change the wires here and we could check.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Yes, let's just, because we had problems before the sound. Let's just check for you. Check for.
Is everything right there?
Yeah.
I will play one. Let me check it if the sound is arriving. What? Okay. Forgot to put it.
Just a second, because there's a delay on YouTube. Yeah.
Close the. I will close the microphone to don't get take problems with the microphone. Okay. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go. Okay. Did you hear well? How was the sound?
Yes, yes, great.
Okay, very nice. So, I think
There is a
okay.
there's one question for you.
Drum school underground. Oh, I think drum school is Anton from Finland. If I'm not right. Hi Ramon, great lesson. Do you think that the same speed can be achieved with traditional grip? I think the accents are harder to execute with traditional when playing fast. Um, I think is I forgot to. I will
Yeah,
just change the cables here.
because of the echo.
I'm here.
Okay, good.
Are you listening? Okay.
Yes, okay.
Now I am having a, a echo here. I don't know why.
No, we're not having here now.
Okay, okay, no problem. So uh, uh, YouTube are open. Your YouTube channel are open there.
Yeah, just open just to check the if about your echo. But I think you have an echo again. Not
Yes,
me,
but
only you.
yes, I changed the cables correctly. I don't know why. Okay. Okay, I think the guy from Drum Sound Underground, I think is his name. I think that his name is Anton, if I'm not wrong. So I don't know if it's possible to achieve and apply this technique, this 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 level of movements that's this type of accents on tradition. I don't I don't play tradition just a little bit, and I think it's very difficult to apply this type of push and pull. Of course, there are guys, there are some people that supposed to apply this technique on tradition, but uh, I think it's a little bit difficult to apply all of these accents in these variations. For example, when I this type of, of, of rhythm figures, maybe 30-second notes on traditional, I I didn't see anyone playing it till now, but that's totally possible to apply. But I can't apply it on traditional because I'm I've been applying the matched grip since the beginning, and I'm just play traditional when I using brushes. Playing brushes, I think it fits better with with traditional on my left hand. But I don't know, Anton. I think it's I think it's possible, but I didn't see anyone yet. I don't know if there are some guys that play. It could be beautiful to see. Be very beautiful to see. Amazing to see some guy play with traditional. Okay.
Ramon, Christopher is sending his heart to you again.
Thank you, Christopher. See you tomorrow. We will have our first lesson on Drum Brainstorms Online Facebook group. I'm releasing this online drum course these days. It's about 24 lessons recorded, very well recorded thinking on video and audio, and is on a Hotmart platform. Yeah, Giba, he's my friend. I don't know if you... Giba Faveri.
Hello, Giba.
Hi, eu não tô vendo ele.
Yeah,
Hi, Giba.
he's talking to it, but he isn't on the screen.
Nice to meet you, my friend.
Aloysio.
Nice to meet
então,
you, Giba.
Nice to meet you. He told you. Thank you, Giba.
É o Aloysio aqui então, hein?
Yeah, Aloysio. Aloysio,
Yes.
show your face here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing Giba's classes as well.
Sorry. So, I'm releasing this, and Giba is releasing a great technique drum course too these days. Just look for Giba Faveri on Facebook or Instagram. You will find the link to purchase his technique, basic techniques drum course too. But I'm releasing my drum course. The link will be on the description of this video on YouTube. I think it's there.
Yes.
Is there yet?
Yeah.
And is my online drum course is about 24 lessons, very well recorded, and I'm offering as a gift 24 weeks of with lives to doubt lives to take off the doubts and for explain more the subjects and for being in touch with the students on a private group on Facebook that we are starting to the course is already available on the Hotmart platform, and we will start, me and my students we will start the live lessons on Facebook tomorrow, and we will have a live every week. We'll have this live for 24 weeks starting tomorrow, and we also have a WhatsApp group to take off the doubts. Christopher Wildrick is with us there. Aloysio is with us too, and there are a lot of students that choose to be with us on this mission. This is about 24 different lessons, not a traditional drumline course that will start in the very basics and basic 1, basic 2, and going up. It's about more or less about 24 different subjects, but some lessons will take 2 lessons about this. So it's about 18 different subjects and about things that help to form me as a drummer. We'll talk about techniques, coordination, Brazilian stuffs, and how I stud, how you could stud some classic drum books as Stick Control, Syncopation for the Random Drummer, and the New Breed, and my book also. I produced one lesson about my book, how to study, and my book. Aloysio, please put the yes. This is my book. Rhythm Imagination. That's about coordination for 5 Brazilian rhythms: samba, baião, maracatu, ijexá, e frevo. And I suggest a lot of systems to study these rhythms. It's about that way of teach, that is systems and rhythms, things that a lot of guys before me used to 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 use on teaching, and I'm very proud to this to with this book. I've been sending it to a lot of countries on the world. A lot of people are purchasing it, and this is my way or my version with some contribution about this this type of study using systems and rhythms. It's very much about coordination. This book, and you will have systems systems for reading for one voice, and we will have. Thank you, René. You will find system for 2 voice rhythms, system for 3 voice rhythm, some system for 5/4 and 7/8 rhythms, and some harmonic independence too. So it's my latest book. Okay, thanks. An incredible playing. Thank you. So it was a pleasure to. Thank you. Great drum playing and great sound. Thank you for a lovely vitamin kick and music and drumming. Take care and see you soon. See you, Bo. Hope to be there next year, maybe. Thank you. Fabio Rosario. Hi, my friend, my bear friend. Cover app me ajudando bastante a aprender bateria. Yes, Cover app é muito bom. Esse aplicativo é muito bom. Cover app is a play along app that you could find on Apple Store or for Windows too. That's a lot of Brazilian rhythms and some pop and some gospel. A lot of songs that you could take off guitar or bass or vocals or drumming or metronome. You could do what you want and practice with. Mestre Ramon, thank you. Obrigado, os dois da batera. Pessoal muito legal aí. Thank you, guys. So, this was the first lesson about push and pull. Hope you enjoyed. You enjoyed this simple lessons. I try to explain you the basic concepts that I'm using for doing this applying this technique on my drums, and hope to see you. I'm planning another live workshop next week, maybe at the same time. I will promote this and make you know. So thank you. I want to just say that you... Quase que não dá para assistir. Obrigado, Wes. Thank you. I would like to say that I'm doing private lessons on Skype or Zoom. That's my email. You could get in touch if you want to know more about these techniques, or slide technique or dual grip technique. Maybe next week we can do again this live workshop, but talking about dual grip and slide. Can you be with me next week, Aloysio? Can you come with me again here?
Yes, sure.
Yes,
I can.
Aloysio is a great guy, great teacher, and have a YouTube channel that do a lot of interviews. Educam is the name, né? Is the name. Educam Brasil.
Educam Brasil.
Pessoal, se vocês quiserem fazer qualquer tipo de live, okay, esse trabalho, ele domina como ninguém, conhece todas as nuances do aplicativo, é muito legal. Pode entrar em contato com ele aí. Quiserem promover alguma live, alguma coisa da sua empresa, pode entrar em contato com ele, que ele tem feito esse trabalho muito bem.
Isso
pessoal
aí.
daqui.
Valeu, Ramon.
Bom, I will finish this lesson, Aloysio, playing another song.
Okay.
And just remember that you could find my book on the links above the description on YouTube. And my online drum course too. with cover lessons, and I'm selling my book too. The printed version is with me. You could get in touch and I could send you. Yes. And if you want the ebook versions, the ebook version of this book, you could find it on Hudson Music website. There's a link above too. Okay, guys, thank you for being here. Sorry about my bad English. I'm trying to improve every day. And I will play another song for you here just to finish. And maybe Aloysio, if the sound is okay, you could play again the first video just for finish after I play my song. Okay?
Okay, I think we could just do a small test just to see if it's
Yes, okay. I will play another or test now
okay.
if you think it's better.
Yeah, just a
Test now.
second.
Okay. Let's see if the video is working. Yes, I think now it's okay. You just have to check on YouTube if it's working because we have a delay.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, I will just play another song here for you, and after we'll finish with this video that we try to show on the beginning of the video, but doesn't
Okay.
work. Okay.
Do you want to comment on this video while we play or no? Or just play?
I think it's just play.
Okay.
It's in this video I'm using a cajon and a darbuka and different drumsticks, but we can talk more about this next lesson.
Okay.
We are 1 hour and 40 minutes. It's okay. So I will play another song and we could finish with this video.
Great.
Okay, guys, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thank you, Aloysio, a lot for
You're welcome.
your friendship and support this. So see you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys. See you.
Ramon, o vídeo está saindo sem som de novo. No YouTube. Agora deu. Agora deu. Mas não tá. O som não está sincronizado com a imagem.
Beleza.